Good afternoon, Periscope. My name is Kathy Grillo of Kathy Grillo Designs, and this is where you can find me, follow me, get to know me. I'd love to get to know you. I'm working on this little puppy here today, but first I'd like to say right now I am listening to the music in the background of Hope Griffin. So you can find her on Facebook at Hope Griffin Music. I'm going to assume that the at Hope Griffin Songs might be her tag across other social medias, but try to look her up. She has some good music. She is a member of our music blog, and artists need to support other artists. So that's who is in the background. So if you enjoy it, give her a shout out. Hello, how are you? So I'm going to continue with this dog that I started on Saturday's art block. I am on LDC's Saturday art block every Saturday at 9 a.m. As you see, I'm slowly working on contouring the face, bringing some of this back, moving it up. I'm doing good. I'm in the studio today drawing. So that always makes me happy. It's always a good day when I get to draw. Tomorrow I get to go do the nanny job, so that's a whole nother deal. But today is my day. And finally, all this crazy stuff that was going on for me this summer are calming down a little bit. And I'm getting more on a regular schedule, which makes me happy. Thank you. Yeah, this is an American Leopard Hound. I'll show you really quick. It's going to be he's a big dog. It's a big dog. He's pretty big. There's lots of spots. Another one. Lots of spots. At least he has fur on his spots. The last one I did was just skin. So there was no... The last one I did, there was just skin. Hi, how are you? Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. If you like what you see, please share with your followers. I'm always looking for more people to share my art with. Just always trying to... I like sharing my art, but the more people who share my art, maybe there'll be somebody who wants to have a portrait done. I do custom pet portraits, so if you're ever thinking of having a painting of one of your furry little pets, I hope you think of me and at least give me some consideration. You can hear my puppies barking about something in the background. I do not know what they're barking about. I might have to go look in a minute. So yes, I am a puppy mommy myself. Okay, I'm trying to, he has like this really kind of pinky part here on his face. And I'm just trying to establish that a little bit. I'm not really worried about the nose right now, is that that's going to get blended in. Okay. So what's new? What's going on? Hi, how are you? What's going on with you today? What's in your part of the world? Come sit down and hang out with me in the studio for a bit. That's what I feel like saying. Come on in, have a cup of coffee. Tell me what's going on with you. And I'm just gonna do a little work here while we do that. Probably not today. Eventually I will. It's a pretty big, it's a whole body. So it's, you know, it's gonna be a few days. Oh, wrong one. It'll be a few days. I'm building up the detail layers and getting the structure of the face to be properly affected, but it's a process. It doesn't happen fast. My art is not wham bam thank you ma'am art. I couldn't, if it took oh geez, I wouldn't even want to think about if I was doing this in real digitals. It'd be like forever to dry. Hi, how are you? So because this takes a while and it's hard to build up an audience when you're doing slower, if you like what you see, I would appreciate any shares or follows. That's great. Any trying to get the word out here is always part of the job I really don't like. But as an artist, I think it's also part of our job to help spread the awareness and appreciation of art. So I try to do my best. I'm adding some slight color in throughout here. So you'll see me like kind of brushing around. It's a delicate balance on this dog. I'm going to show you the photo really quick. He has a lot of colors. I'm not doing this dramatic shadowing, so that's why you won't see me going this dark. I'm good. You won't see me going this dark because it's not going to be that much of a shadow. I do not copy the lighting because I'm not doing like all the background and everything. So I just use my own. But that means taking artistic license, and I gotta play around with it till I get it the way I want it to be. So it's not meant to look exactly like a photo. It's supposed to if you want to take a photo, I mean if you want something that looks like a photo, my suggestion is take a photo. It is maybe a little more hyper, maybe captures some of the emotion and the beauty, and a little bit of a warmth. That's what art is. So as I throw in some highlights, this is going to start making the right spots pop up. Because if you do any sort of art, you should already know, dark recedes and light brings forward and lifts things up. So we add these touches of white in here to help build up these ridges. I want a slight bit of them in here, just a little bit. So I don't want to lighten up the back too much, but I want it to make it look like, yes, it's the same color, or has some of the same colors. I just don't necessarily want it to be just don't want to necessarily have it be the brightness. So now I need to add some dark in here to make that part of the face be sculpted in a little bit. Okay. And it is one of the reasons why I love this painting program, because I have these oils that will blend together as I paint, so I can kind of put a color over top another color, but yet you're still going to see the shapes or spots that I might have added. Okay. So when you're developing the shapes, it is a very lean balance of color with this dog. And sometimes I will do the front of the face on a different layer. I don't think I'm going to have to for this. And so then the spots that you want to be more spotty, just highlight them. And slowly, eventually it's like, oh, okay, there it is. And I honestly have been asked it a million times, and I can't even tell you how it happens. It's not like I'm really methodically plotting this out where I'm overthinking it too much. I just kind of am picking at little sections and thinking about the colors and the tones, and then all of a sudden I look up and I'll be like, oh, there he is. Don't hate me. And sometimes I'm as surprised and enjoying it as much as anybody else that might be watching. It sounds weird, right? I know, but I didn't want to go that close, but that's alright. On my reference photo, not this one. Alright. Work on the ear a little bit. Once I get this part of the ear sort of established and formed a little bit, then I can work on the dimensions of bringing the head in front of it. I am using a blender called Just Add Water right now. So I just want to loosely get into some of this. I don't like using a lot of lines. If you've followed me and seen my art, you might notice that. I really don't. I try to minimize the lines I use. Hopefully that fades a little bit. Okay. Start establishing the ear a little bit on this side of the face. Hi, Karen. How's your little grandpuppy doing? I love the pictures. Thanks. This is it's an American Leopard Hound. I torture myself by challenging myself with all the hard ones. I know, yeah, right? Sounds like you're really enjoying it, though. I just have to say. Thanks. It's going slow. This guy's face is super cute, but it's very challenging. He has lots of colors. Lots and lots of colors. But these really pretty blue eyes. Just like a real kid. Oh, I'm so glad to spend time and have you. But now you get to go home to your mom. Goodbye. And I can sit down and relax. I get it. It's so funny. I feel like that about my puppies sometimes too. But I'm their mom, so yeah, but you know, it's different. They're there and then they get, you know, it's their responsibility. You sit there and say, your dog needs to go out. Or your dog made a mess or needs food. It's always nice to pass it on. Because I know sometimes I'm like, can't somebody else give this dog some water? Come on. They do sometimes, but they don't think about it like I do, you know? So I'm just working on these spots. He has spots everywhere, so I'm just trying to establish a little bit of the pattern. Aww. That's cute. That's because you probably spoil him. Don't spoil him. Spoil that puppy. Hi, thanks for stopping in. Let me get this little bit. These spots might not end up being exactly the same, but I'm not gonna like stress myself over it too much because this is not for somebody. This is just practice. Not as good as last year. Weather hasn't been as great, so it's been disappointing, the weather and the timing. And my husband has had to travel a lot during the week this year because I guess he's like the super manager or something, and every time somebody runs into trouble, they want to send him out there to show the people what to do, how to do it right. Yeah, tomorrow he goes to Cincinnati and he'll be back on Thursday. But, you know, then he comes home on the weekend and it's like, you know, okay, we have this party or so, blah, 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 or it's been rainy. I don't know. I know, it stinks when you get busy like that, right? we have some friends coming on Saturday. So as long as that all works out, we'll probably be out on the boat on Saturday, hopefully, and that'll be nice. Oh, and we also had major problems. No, she's not here yet. We're still waiting for the approval. We have a notice that they've received it, the application, and they have cashed the check, of course. And now you have like 5 to 6 months until you finally they approve it, and then they start sending it to the English embassy and asking for more money, all that. Yeah. It's not fast or cheap. But love's love, what you gonna do? Yeah. But yeah, I tell him, I said, at least, not as many people have to fight for the relationship to work out as much as you guys. I mean, they're out there obviously because there's tons of people filling out these applications all the time. But hopefully maybe they'll appreciate it more than some people and not to be so quick to say, oh, this is hard or this ain't worth it. They'll remember what they went through. That's my only thing, but you're in the same boat. We're going to be celebrating 27 years, and I don't get how people oh yes, let's get married, but I don't know. And then they have one disagreement and it's over. I don't want to do this no more. I'm like, what? The second anything tough comes up, it's everybody has this instant gratification in their heads or something, and nobody wants to work for something. You have to work for a relationship. It's your family now. That's what I tell my kids all the time. Yeah, right? So many people, I'm well, so, what's your problem? Why are you separated? What are you doing? And I'm like, really? You're gonna leave and walk out because of that? I mean, I don't know. It's my only concern for the future. Too many quitters. I mean, there's reasons to break, they're not saying that people shouldn't get divorced. There's reasons to be divorced, and there's some people who should be divorced. But there's a lot of people who are divorced who I don't think really tried. And they think we got to this many years and the kind of relationships we have where they see the true affection and caring and being there through the hard times. Yeah, right. Exactly. You have to be a team and be protective of that relationship, cherish it and protect it, man. Oh, yeah. But the key to that, too, is guess what? Which I've told my kids this, too. If you decide to be in a relationship, a serious relationship, and especially you decide to get married, then you need to act that way. That's your decision. This is what you decided to do. Oh, see? Now this is your decision. This is what you decided to do. If you're gonna be in a relationship or be married, then you're not single. So stop acting like you're single. That means you're not gonna go out with your friends every freaking, for a special occasion, sure. But you shouldn't be going out with your friends every Friday or Saturday night. Oh, no. I mean, you should be acting like you're married. You should go out with couples if you are out with your friends and you meet somebody, I can guarantee almost everybody I meet, they know I'm married within a few minutes of probably getting to know me. So there's relationship. As I was saying, that if you decide to be in a relationship, and here's our advice for anybody watching this, then you need to act like you're in a committed relationship. You are not single anymore. So the days of going out every Friday and Saturday night and partying it up should not be your focus, right? You have to protect and cherish a relationship. So key one to successful relationship. And everybody says, oh, I want this relationship. I want these great relationships. Well, then, dude, you got to put in the effort and the work. And that means holding yourself accountable and being in a relationship. You can't have it both ways. It's not fair. You should never do. A good rule of thumb: don't ever say or do anything that you wouldn't do if your partner wasn't standing right next to you. No, you don't give up your friends. No, you do not give up your friends. Yeah, you don't give up your friends. That is crazy, and that's not right either. But you I could see you maybe not hanging out with certain friends that are maybe not a good influence or don't support your relationship. But that's a whole different story than being with friends. You have to pick your time and place. Invite them to get to know your wife or your partner. Do things together. You have parties and get-togethers and things like that. Yeah. You have to set the rules. A lot of couples, when you're young and you don't have kids, or I had kids really quick, so I was not really married without kids. Yeah. I was not really married without kids, so I don't know how all that, once you have kids, that's a whole nother story. You can't get a babysitter every Saturday night either. You spend a lot of time at home. And you don't have a lot of money. So your responsibilities change. Yeah, that's true too. I let a lot of stuff that I know you do too, right? There's a lot of stuff that you think is just stupid and you just kind of roll your eyes at it and, whatever. And just kind of, I save getting pissed off for something that matters. Otherwise, we spend our whole life being pissed off at each other. That would not be fun. And you can't fight to be a winner. I hate the people who fight just because they want to be right. They want to be right and be the winner. That's terrible. Yeah. Well, hopefully she'll learn. All we can do is try to be examples and help support and hope for the best, I guess. But some people never learn. That's what you see people having all these weird marriages and stuff. It's like, okay. We were young when we got married. Right. It's a lot of growing up. You have to, I don't know, it's like you get married and you have to say, okay, this is my family now. But I don't know, sometimes people all of a sudden they get married and they start even treating each other like they're, like they did when they were boyfriend and girlfriend. It's like, okay, be nice to that person. You picked them. Right? You picked them, be nice. That's so ugly. But, yeah, no, it'll be what it'll be, because we don't know anything until, until we know. That's my marriage advice, young kids. don't expect things to happen without you putting the work in for it. If you want to get a relationship and make the other person feel that they're important to you, you have to give them the time and the effort and the respect. My friend Karen there, we're twinning in life. She's a great artist. We have kids about the same age, going through the same stages of life right now. We've been married exactly the same amount of years, so that's why we get these lovely discussions that we do here. Get this slight mauve-y color in a little bit. Use it as a blender with these. Get a little bit of the brown in here.
Does it matter? Should it matter? You should hold my hand as long as you can love.
So I'm going to come with this fuzz and start putting it up in front of here. And that little highlight is then going to make the ear recede and the shape of the head come out. It's crazy how that happens. So I'm going to make those stripes be the color I want, a little darker by putting it lighter. Not necessarily adding more dark, but making the dark appear by adding more light. Okay, so the white is going to have various colors. Okay, on that tune, I am going to end this scope. I'm probably going to hop over into Busker for an hour. And this is where I'm at on this face. It's coming along. It's coming along pretty nicely. There he is, sweet little puppy. And if you enjoyed any of the music that I've had on in the background, check out Hope Griffin music. That's been her playing in the background. So give her a like, and if you'd like the art, follow me. Thank you.